The name Pan American Airways, or Pan Am, certainly brings to mind the golden age of air travel. A time when fast and inexpensive jet travel hadn't quite reached the masses yet, and streamlined passenger trains still ruled the rails. Although Pan American Airways ceased operations in 1991, some might be surprised to learn that you can still catch Pan Am today a lot closer to Earth. But as we will explain, maybe not for long. Pan Am Railways currently operates in New England on trackage built by 4 predecessor railroads. Created in 1981 as Guilford Transportation Industries, the line now serves approximately 1,800 miles of track in the region. 17 years after its creation, the owners of Guilford purchased the rights to the Pan American World Airways name and logo in 1998. 8 years after that, Guilford officially changed their name to Pan Am Railways. As of right now, rail buffs and aviation enthusiasts alike can still see this familiar logo emblazoned on the side of a passing train. But plans are now in motion to bring an end to the use of this pop culture icon, at least in the transportation industry. As of this August, approvals have been received for CSX to purchase or merge with Pan Am Railways in the near future. If the deal goes through, the rails of Pan Am would become part of CSX's 23-state network, and the Pan Am name and logo could potentially be relegated to the history books. Rail Weekly contributing photographer Mike from YouTube channel Trinity Court Studios has been filming this railroad for the past few years. Today, we are thrilled to share with you some of his best catches of Pan Am Railways. In North Andover, Massachusetts, a train of all-clay slurry tank cars travels from Bellows Falls, Vermont to Portland, Maine. The contents of these cars is used in the production of glossy paper. Two Pan Am trains meet in a snowstorm at Andover Station as they both travel between Portland, Maine and Ayer, Massachusetts. A Westbound passes through Shirley, Massachusetts on its way from Portland to East Deerfield. Notice the Boston and Maine as well as the Maine Central Heritage units in the consist. These 2 units have since been sold to a tourist railroad in Utah. A Westbound meets an inbound MBTA commuter train at Lowell, Massachusetts. The MBTA train is powered by a Massachusetts Department of Transportation F40PH. The Pan Am wreck train heads west through Shirley, Massachusetts. It's the middle of a blizzard in Newton, New Hampshire, as a train races through on its way from East Deerfield to Portland. We are back in North Andover as an Ayer to Portland train rolls through. A mixed freight is eastbound through Andover, Massachusetts on its way to Portland. The flat cars seen at the front of this train are destined for Maine, where they are scheduled to pick up decommissioned Howitzer tanks. Pan Am's office car special crawls through North Andover, Massachusetts with 2 F units in the lead. The office car special meets an MBTA commuter train. Another eastbound rolls through North Andover. A Dash 8 throws out heavy smoke as it leads an eastbound through North Andover. Another clay slurry train from Bellows Falls, Vermont to Portland, Maine, pulls its consist of tank cars through a snowstorm in Ayer, Massachusetts.
What up?
The same flat cars we saw before in North Andover now roll through Haverhill, Massachusetts with their cargo of decommissioned Howitzer tanks. These tanks are traveling from Maine to California, where they will be used for target practice. A Dover local heads west through Scarborough Marsh. An Ayer to Portland train rolls through a beautiful setting in Exeter, New Hampshire. A few days later, another train is seen rolling through at the same spot. A mixed freight passes by Ward Hill in Haverhill, Massachusetts during a steady snowstorm. Thank you for watching, and we encourage you to get trackside and grab your own views of Pan Am Railways while you still can. A special thanks to Mike from YouTube channel Trinity Court Studios for providing today's footage. And don't forget to head over to railweekly.com to get more information about how you too can become a paid Rail Weekly contributing photographer. We'll see you next week.